All right, time for the rice to go in the pot. Now, time to measure out the Douglas fir stock. Right now, I'm doing 2 parts of stock to the amount of rice that I measured off. And what I'm doing is I'm par cooking the rice so I can make a restaurant-style finished risotto. I'm setting up the smoker for a second time. It's time to capitalize on the Douglas fir bark. I've got some duck confit. I think by smoking this, the duck will become the perfect flavor carrier for the bark of the Douglas fir. Perfect. Okay, it's time to finish this risotto. Now, this isn't risotto in the traditional sense of cooking method. This is the way we do it at a restaurant, so we can cook your food to order, customize it with the same end result and flavor profile as if you took the time to do the classic method. The one big difference that separates the two methods is in this recipe, I've par cooked the rice, which means that long time cooking process has already been looked after. Douglas fir stock and some rice. Now this is my chance, before I serve it, to fine-tune the flavor profile. The fir resin holds a lot of flavor. I'm hoping that it melts and then becomes part of the sauce. The lesson that I've learned working with needles is the finer you can cut them, the better off you are. More of the flavor that's hidden within. I'm adding a touch of nasturtium.
Did you have fun gathering?
Oh, it was really good. Okay, so I'm thinking salad less.
Okay.
I've got some ingredients. Just how hungry are you?
I'm always hungry. Okay, Paul, check this out. Some people consider cow lily rhizomes extremely bitter and unpleasant, even after prolonged boiling and several changes of water, but others have described them as sweet and excellent eating. Right, so I was like, okay, it's a total total experimentation time for you. The rhizomes are probably best in the late fall or early spring, so we're late spring. They're usually roasted or boiled and then peeled, sliced, and eaten with meat in soups and stews, often treated like a potato.
Interesting how on one end it's not edible to some people, and on the other end it's delicious. I'm making a salad. It's a play on a French classic, which is a niçoise salad. I don't have all the ingredients, but it's more the concept. It's potatoes, it's vegetables, and in this case, it's going to have cattail. If you think of the cucumber flavor out of these guys,
yeah,
I actually brought in some cucumber just so we can compare. We can have a taste of the cucumber note in the shoot and the actual cucumber to see if we're on track with that.
Okay, that's absolutely brilliant, because you do always see that comparison in writing. Oh, it tastes like cucumber. But I have actually never thought about saying, well, let's put it beside a cucumber and do a real comparison. That's brilliant.
Now that is a perfect setup.
Those fire irons have been with me on hundreds and hundreds of canoe trips. They're so versatile. You can do what you're doing with the potatoes, or put pots and pans on them, or put a grate on them. They have been with me for, I want to say, 25 to 30 years. You're cooking with history there.
And making history.
Can I watch these for you a bit?
That'd help. That'd be great.
Just keep spinning and flipping?
Yeah.
Okay. When it comes to having a shore lunch of any kind, whether you're cooking up some walleye, some bass, or you're having a fresh wild harvest salad. Either way, I think this combination, when you've got one person who can just focus on the fire and the other person focuses on the food, that teamwork always works well.
I appreciate it. Right now, I just want to make sure that I can break down the cattail into its different components. So the first thing I'm doing is separating the heart. So the anatomy of the cattail, the tender shoots, the flower, the crispy cucumbery heart, and the starchy rhizome. Les, can I borrow you?
Yep, coming.
Could you process those rhizomes for me?
Of course I can.
Thank you. Time for some flour to tighten that up.
The pond lily tubers. So when are we working on those and what are we doing?
I think we should taste it and see what we think.
Oh, last time I ate that, I think I threw up.
I won't give you a lot, just a little shave.
Oh, it's that good, is it?
Well, it's not the flavor. Do you know what it is? It's the texture.
Oh, yeah, I remember that flavor. It's the flavor to me.
Okay, let me try and squeeze some of that juice out of there.
Different?
Yeah, do you know what? It's lighter.
It's hard to get the juice out of it. There we go. Okay. It's better than chewing on the piece itself.
Yeah, very different.
Now it's a component. Now it's a flavor. It's like a spice. I mean, there's certain spices you wouldn't just do that with, right? You know, give me some time and I'll do what I can do.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you. So if I just squeeze, watch this.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I'll be able to get you some tablespoons of this stuff.
So I'm pairing ginger rhizome with cattail rhizome.
Now I have to remember how to do this.
So I'm working on the cattail noodle. Have a couple of minutes on that. My garlic process is a little bit different this time. I have the garlic in with the oil when it's cold. I'm looking to extract the flavor and make a garlic flavored oil, if that makes sense. Not too hot. I don't want caramelization this time. Now the cattail starch. To make the glaze for this dish, a little soy, a little ginger. Okay, now it's time for the It's a big experiment. We could wreck this just by adding this lily extraction, but I'm doing it anyways because I think it might fit. Okay, that's about it. I'm not doing any more, but it's there and it works. A tad of sugar, just a pinch, to balance out the lily. Now it's time for the star of the show, the cattail. I'm gonna cook those hearts out just a little bit, and then I'll add the noodles. I wish I could share this aroma. It's just full of layers of garlic and cattail and a note of cucumber.